Well, ladies and gentlemen, the transfer window is done. It's time for the Supercup against Bayern Munich and the Bundesliga match against Frankfurt. Let's go and rebuild Hertha Berlin. Hello guys and welcome back to our FM22 Journeyman, where we're attempting to go from non-league football to winning the Champions League. Or welcome if you are here for the first time. As mentioned in the intro, we have got our match in the Super Cup today against Bayern Munich. It's the traditional start of season kickoff, much like the Community Shield in England. We're jumping straight in today. We've already got our lineup, as you can see on the screen. We've got Johnny White in goal, our back four of Castillo, Delport, Lacroix and Funk. Midfield is Freeman, Traore and Uenoy. We've then got Badino, Techahoa and Luca as our front three today. We have got a bit of a problem, which is that not everyone is fit because we played a match against Villarreal about 3 days before this and I didn't realise how close they were together. Techahoa in particular is actually looking pretty tired, so I might have to put on Akahomak instead of him. The rest of them hopefully can see out a good portion of this tie before we need to change them. And the other thing I am going to change, but go positive against Bayern Munich. It's Bayern Munich. I feel like going attacking might be a little bit overkill. If you haven't watched the series before, we're essentially in our second full season with Hertha Berlin. We were top of the Bundesliga for much of the end of last season before having an utter collapse, bottle jobbling it and finishing 2 points behind Bayern Munich, which was less than ideal finish to the season. This season we have Champions League football to look forward to, which we've not actually had with any of the teams on the channel, at least in this series. We had the FM22 beta with Arsenal, where we had a little bit of Champions League football. We weren't there for very long, but we've never had Champions League with any of our journeyman teams so far. We started up right in the Vanarama National League in England, and obviously they're not playing Champions League football. And we were at Manchester City before this, but they were in a bit of a state of disarray and not getting Champions League football either, so that'll be exciting this season. Other than that, what we're really trying to do is mount some sort of challenge for the Bundesliga. I really do believe we should have won that last season if we hadn't decided to just, collapse last minute. Bayern Munich obviously were the ones who ended up winning it, as is quite often the case in Germany, and they are 3-1 goal here in the Superliga. I do think that is going to go to Philip. If you are new to the channel, Philip is the little man who lives in the referee's ear. When he does that, him talking to Philip. Philip has decided that this goal has been awarded, so we're disliking Philip today. He's not our friend, and it is 1-0 to Bayern Munich already, which is not an ideal start to the season really on the grand scheme of things. We'd like to be not doing that, and if I remember rightly with Bayern Munich last time, we pretty much just have to go cautious. They're a bit of an annoying team. They're quite good really in Germany, aren't they? And we struggle a bit against them. They are going to be difficult to break down today, especially as everyone's not quite fully fit yet. It's still kind of pre-season-y. We haven't played a huge amount of pre-season friendlies, and we've come straight back to this. Then the next match after this is the DFB Pokal match. We're not showing that this season because we did that at the start of last season, and it was a lower league team and it was a bloodbath, and we're losing 2-0. This is not a good start. Yeah, it was a bloodbath. It was like 13-0. We had to edit out the highlights and everything because it was just a mess and went on for ages. So we're going to skip that one and go straight to the first Bundesliga match of the season. What's annoying with this is we had a friendly against Real Madrid just before this and we battered them like 5-1. We come to Bayern Munich and we're really not even threatening. Every time we get a highlight, it is a Bayern Munich highlight, which is not ideal when we want to be challenging for the Bundesliga this season. We have got a counter-attack on here. Badino here, back to Traore, to Luca now. Uenoy into Traore. Can we pull one back? We can't. It's a very soft shot by the end of it, really. We should be doing a little bit better than that. All of our players are looking tired already, which is less than ideal given we haven't even got to half-time. That corner, not reaching the first man, it is cleared by the Bayern Munich defence, and going into half-time, we are 2-0 down, which is not exactly what we want to be happening. We're trying to encourage the guys a little bit. We tell them that they can still do this and make a difference, which is obviously exactly what we believe. We don't feel like we're about to go out and get battered by Bayern Munich at all. They have got Vinicius Jr. over on the left now as well. They've got Havertz over on the right. It's a disgusting team. De Jong, Sané is there as well. Kimmich is still in the team. It is a horrible, horrible team to face. Kimmich here, the one swinging in the corner. We have cleared it, but it's straight back to a Bayern Munich player, and they are still on the attack here, and I can kind of feel a third goal coming unless we do something quick. I mean, this probably isn't exactly the first team we would lose, so I'm not overly mad if we don't win this. It's kind of, like I say, it's like the Community Shield in England. It's great if you can win it. If you don't win it, it's not exactly the end of the world. It isn't the be-all and end-all. You know, just be it would have been nice to get a win on the board at the start of the season. Freeman is injured. That, not what we wanted. We're going to bring on Mancini here, and then we'll put Del Port there and Mancini back in defence next to Lacroix, because he is a bit more of a natural player there. Del Port has actually played as a defensive midfielder in pre-season when we've needed him to, and I'm looking down at the field and we've still got some tired players. We're getting some very tired legs on the field now. Bodino probably needs to come off, so we'll bring on Cavarat, who obviously played there for most of last season. I'd say Traore probably needs to come off as well, because he was one of the first ones that's hired, and Neuhaus can come on instead of him. I should have brought on Schubert, really. Too late now. Never mind. We aren't really threatening at all here. I guess at this point we do go attacking. As a general rule, we are an attacking outfit. That's kind of what we do. Bayern Munich's not really one we want to do it against, but then not going attacking, we don't seem to be beating them either, so maybe that's something we need to take some learning from and remember when we face them in the league, which is in, I think, about 7 or 8 games time, to just go attacking and not change the tactics. At worst, we'll lose a little bit more. It's fine, we're losing anyway. Oh god, what is this? Great goal for Kai Havertz. It's his first goal of the season, but we've basically gifted that to him, haven't we? Yeah, I'm all for play it out of defence, lavs. The Qua over to Funk there, back to Yoanoi, to Del Port, back to the Qua, back to Del Port, tries to play it back to the Qua. Like, what are we doing? Havertz is bearing down on you. Why are we playing tiki-taka? I'm all for, again, playing out of the fence. It's exactly what I want the guys to be doing. Just not then. That's not the appropriate time to be doing it. Luka just blasting that free kick over the bar as well. Not anything even threatening the goalkeeper there. And it's definitely going to be a win for Bayern Munich today. And we haven't really even made much of a match of it. That's what's concerning. The fact that we've lost, yes, okay, fair enough. It's Bayern Munich, like I said. Every team in the league struggles against them. They seem to have a bit of an off season and let the door open for us a little bit last season. We didn't take advantage of that. I don't know we're going to get as good a chance this season. Akahome out there can't even get his shot on target, so we're not even going to get a consolation goal. Going to be this goal kick, and then I'd imagine that will be pretty much the end of the match. It's about 30 seconds left on the clock, although Bayern Munich are looking to score a 4th goal by the looks of it. Funk there, managing to defend that quite well. He's had a bit of a shocker of a game. He's also looking absolutely shattered, which is less than ideal. And Bayern Munich are still coming. At this point, just blow the whistle, ref. Like, it's not going to make any difference to the tie, is it? They're going to get their cup. Do we care particularly? Probably not. It'd be nice to see us getting it. Just berate the team now. I'm here going, it doesn't really matter too much. Walk into the dressing room and tell them they're all horrific players and I'm ashamed of them. Freeman out for maybe 2 weeks. That is not ideal. Lacroix's making a return to German football. Where did he play before then? Oh, he literally played for Bayern Munich. That explains why he let them score in that match. Never mind. That's interesting. Mancini wants to discuss options available to him at the end of the contract. I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to explore my options when my contract expires. Excuse you? I mean, yeah, fair enough. He's 33, 34. We discussed this in the last episode. It's very much, we're probably not going to use him a huge amount this season, unless, of course, we get some more performances like the one we've just seen, and it makes sense to bring him back into the fold and get rid of some other players out of it until they decide they'd like to play at a reasonable level. Mönchengladbach have just offered £10 million for Diallo. What did we play for him? We paid 3.7 million for him and he's played 15 games for us. I mean, I'm not selling him. He's one of our rotation players. There's no way I'm selling him. Anyway, that aside, transfer window is still, of course, open. We're going to be coming back for the match against Frankfurt, which is in, what, 22 days' time? I believe that is. No, it's not maths. It's in 12 days' time. So the window still will be open. Maybe we'll have done a bit more business before then, but it is unlikely. We'll just get through the DFB Pokal match. See you back for the Frankfurt one in a minute. Okay, so after the thorough disappointment of that opening match against Bayern Munich, we have now got the first match in the Bundesliga against Frankfurt. The team today is going to be Mendy in goal, Michaelenko, Mancini, Lacroix and Funk as our back four. Delport, Traore and UNI in midfield with Kavrat, Tecchauer and Luca up front. It is a very similar looking side to last season. Despite transfers coming in, it hasn't really changed that much. We've just kind of added squad depth, I guess, rather than first team players. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. I guess we are about to find out against Frankfurt then. We still have the problem as well. I've had to return to playing Mendy in goal rather than White because White is in a hissy fit because he wants to leave the club, and I can't really find a suitable goalkeeper to bring in and replace both him and Mendy, so to come in as our first choice goalkeeper. Not without spending about £100 million, which is less than ideal. So we're going to have a look around, try and do something before the end of this transfer window, or hope that Johnny White gets over his huff. Tecchauer in on goal here. It is saved by Müller, and Frankfurt are going to get given a free kick because apparently we're offside anyway. So doesn't matter particularly that he didn't actually get it on target, but just encourage the team here and hope that we can go and get an early goal would be lovely. Traore into Lacroix. No, it's into Lorenzo Luca for his first goal of the season at that near post. Nodded home, nice and easy. He's off to a good start again. First match of the season, less than 20 minutes in, and he's got his first goal. He is going to be super important this season, especially with Maxi Gomez gone. We need him kind of firing on all cylinders. Only thing that does worry me a little bit with the side the way it is at the moment, if we get injuries, that was not the opportune moment to see that. If we do get injuries, I'm a little worried that maybe losing some of our first team players would kind of put us in a position where we weren't winning matches. Tecchauer here to the byline, UNI into Kavrat. Kavrat going to put home his second goal of the season. We have, of course, played that match in the DFB Pokal. I think we won at 9-1 in between these two matches, which is where that goal has come from. Lorenzo Luca wasn't playing that much. We played Renan up front. He's got his first goal for the club finally. Did take him a long time to get there, but he has finally got it against a lower league opposition. Maybe that will get him off the mark. Now we're going to start putting him forward in the league when we do play him. That's the idea anyway. Whether or not it will look like that will be a different question. Frankfurt through on goal here. Mendy more than equal to it, saving that one. Someone explained to me as well, if you guys happen to know, we're obviously playing Frankfurt today. Why are they abbreviated to SGE? Because none of those scream Frankfurt to me. There is literally no F's there. What is SGE? Anyone know? Let me know in the comments below. It'd be very much appreciated. That shot from Frankfurt sailing over the bar. We're still 2-0 up, heading towards half time here, which puts us in good stead at the start of the season. That's exactly where we want him. Mancini did just get a yellow card on the stroke of half time though, so we'll tell him to ease off the tackles as we go out to the second half, and hopefully an equally good performance. If we can get another goal pretty early on, then we might just be able to make some substitutions just to keep our players rested. I'd be interested to bring Renan on as well and see if he can start scoring some goals in the league, which would allow us to give Luca a bit of a rest when needed. Obviously, again, the assistant manager keeps wanting us to play Tecchauer up front. I prefer him over on the right. He never seems to do very well when we're up front. We are in the 66th minute here, and we don't seem to get any threat from Frankfurt. So I am going to make that substitution. Actually, we're going to bring Renan on up front. If he doesn't score in this match, we might have a look at start bringing on Florentino Pena as well, not today, but in future matches, and kind of seeing how he will do. And I think I'm going to bring on Schubert as well instead of Traore, and that is purely because I'm very aware that Traore is wanted by a few clubs. We had a bid come in from Manchester United as well, which was for £51 million. We have rejected that because that's only just to kind of in his value, and he's not transfer listed. So if Manchester United want him, they can pay a little bit more money than that. We'll also bring on Cordeiro Silva here. He can come on for Mancini. At some point, he's going to need to become a regular starter, or at least a very regular sub on in behind Del Porte today, of course, playing as a defensive midfielder because Diallo and Freeman are both injured. That is going to be a 2-0 win for us against Frankfurt, though, which gets us off to a good start in the league at least. We're already up to 4th place. Bayern Munich have actually won as well, but they're behind us, so it's a good day. We like that. It's a shame about the Super Cup, really. In hindsight, it would have been nice to have won that, but the league is the main focus here. And as you can see, we've just had 3 more bids for Johnny White. The most expensive one being 15.5 million from Olsberg. Johnny White here valued 8.2 to 9.6. So those are all very, very reasonable bids. But we paid 15.5 for him. I think he can still be our main goalkeeper and still progress. The problem being, as we can see, he's asking to leave. He's unhappy. He's wanted by a few clubs. Bayern Munich seem to have gone away now, which is nice. Wolves still want him. None of those players look very much like they would allow him to win the Champions League, though, at which point he may as well just stay here. And hopefully that is something he then chooses to do. We're going to go away and play a couple more matches, and I think we'll come back for the Bayer Leverkusen and Borussia Dortmund matches. I know Bayern Munich are there as well, but we've literally just seen a match against them, and I'm very aware as well the Champions League draw, I think, is in between those 2 matches. So it'd be nice to see who we get drawn against live on the channel. If you have enjoyed today's episode and you are new to the channel, please do drop a like down below and consider subscribing as well. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers at time of recording. We're about 150 away from that. We've had some great support on the channel recently. It would be very much appreciated if that could continue. Until next time though, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you over for those next couple of matches in a couple of days. Until then, check out the video that's on screen now, and I'll see you there.